Hello mountain bikers and welcome back to your favorite gear show. It's nearly the end of the summer season here in the Northern Hemisphere, and although the mountain biking industry seems to have been largely focused on wrapping up the racing this past month, there's been plenty of new product releases during this time as well. We'll get you all caught up in our Month in Minutes industry news roundup section as usual, and after that we'll get into some product reviews. Today we've got not one, not two, not three, but 4 new knee guards to talk you through. Ready? Let's go! Giant has just launched the new Rain Advanced E+, which they say is their best descending e-mtb to date. It's powered by their latest Sync Drive Pro 3 motor, putting out 800 watts of power and 90 Newton meters of torque. Pivot has refreshed their Shuttle AM with the latest Bosch Gen 5 Performance Line motor alongside a bigger 800 watt-hour battery and an in-frame display. Yeti also moved to Bosch for their latest LTE model, a significant evolution of the 160E, both in regards to power and geometry. Orbea has taken e-mtb cockpit integration to the next level with the latest evolution of their RS control system, which even enables smart control of their new electronically activated dropper post from the same remote that controls the drive modes and system functions, clean and advanced. Speaking of e-bike news, Slovakian manufacturer Kelly Bikes claims to have achieved the highest energy density currently available on the market with their new Max Pro system. Moving on to the good old pedal-powered bikes, Scott just dropped an all-new Gambler, which has already been making waves on the World Cup circuit and more recently taking flight at Red Bull Rampage. Transition made all the freeriders stoked with the release of the all-new Bottle Rocket, a fully modern take on an old classic from their lineup. This one has been out at Rampage too. Transition also just updated their PBJ Dirt Jumper with more modern geo, an aluminum frame and 2 sizes. Rossignol is paying tribute to an iconic ski of theirs from the 90s with a limited edition run of their Heretic Enduro bike. Looks pretty fun. Starling has also done something fun to celebrate the production of their 1000th frame in their UK facility by plastering a bunch of internet comments all over a twist frame. Truly unique, and we love the spirit of it all. On the topic of crazy, Specialized now sells a $20,000 version of their Levo 4, complete with a Fox podium fork, Cane Creek titanium crank arms, trick stuff brakes, and a unique paint job. In case you think that's not expensive enough, you can always upgrade it with SRAM's 1987 collection Eagle drivetrain. Finished off in silver, it's a throwback to SRAM's formative years, and the full kit retails for a whopping $3,500. We mentioned Rampage already. POC teamed up with Robin Gooms to release her very own signature versions of the Coron Air helmet and the Aura goggle just ahead of the event. These are Backflip Barbie certified. More signature line news from Fox with the latest drop of the TS57 Tana Seagrave line, now back in stock again after the first run sold out. Sticking with Fox, they've just introduced a new airframe chest guard featuring Koroyd tech for the protective layers. The other Fox just dropped a limited edition racing green version of their big-hitting 38 fork. Only 1,000 of these will be made, so get yours while you can. Still in signature model land, Brage Vestavik just dropped his very own version of the Apollo saddle called the B-Rage. After 30 years in service, Shimano has just released an updated version of their legendary SPD cleat. It features an additional ramp at the back of the cleat, which is said to make it easier to walk around with, in addition to unlocking new clip-in possibilities, top-down and back-to-front, in addition to the classic front-to-back motion. Shimano also just introduced a new XTR pedal for enduro and trail riding, with a wider platform and adjustable traction pins. There's a new bike brand from the creators of Fiveland Bikes called Method Frameworks. Their first model is a hardtail, with a full suspension bike said to be in the works. 2025 has been the year of anti-pedal kickback devices, and DT Swiss has just jumped into the fray with the Degrees of Freedom upgrade kit for their DEG hubs. This $176 kit converts any DEG hub to a DF hub that can offer 10 or 20 degrees of extra float in the free hub to help combat the possibly nefarious effects of chain engagement on your rear suspension movement. E13 has already had similar tech available in their Sidekick hub, which can now be found stock on some reserve wheels as well. In the helmet safety world, there's a new player on the scene. The release layer system is said to be able to combat the transmission of rotational forces to the brain in case of off-axis impacts to the head via a system of external panels that can release upon impact. Canyon will be one of the first manufacturers to incorporate this new tech in a helmet. And to conclude, just in time for fall and winter to kick in, Enduro has a bunch of useful gear in their AW25 collection if you need to stay warm and dry when the elements are conspiring against you. Go check it out. Yeah, feels like I won't be needing that rain gear anytime soon, but if I did, I'd be all over it. Okay, let's move on to the reviews. As I mentioned in the intro, we've got 4 new knee guards to check out here today. Now, this isn't meant to be a shootout, but rather a comparison of 4 slightly different takes on the same type of product to help you figure out what's what and what might be best for your needs. Let's kick things off with the new Fox Enduro Pro. The Fox Enduro Pro is the slimmest and most minimalistic of the 4 guards we're reviewing here today. It only features one single protective insert, and that insert is also the smallest of the 4. The CE Level 1 insert is made by Koroyd with a very open design intended to promote breathability and flexibility. We tested the size L, which was a good fit, but you should note that the size guide on the Fox website lists some pretty strange numbers in the thigh column. We're not sure where they measure, but it has to be very close to the knee joint, as those numbers make no sense at all otherwise. The sleeve is constructed from a nylon polyester blend that is very light to the touch and very flexible. To hold the Koroyd insert in place, there is a secondary sleeve or pocket, which is reinforced by Cordura for extra abrasion resistance. There's a very wide elastic band up at the top hem, with silicone grippers inside to really help the guard stay in place. The silicone used by Fox is the stickiest of the guards in this test, which also makes it the most prone to grabbing your leg hairs every now and then. On the trail, the Enduro Pro is very comfortable and does a great job of staying put while you exert yourself. The elastic band up top is very wide and quite strong, so it will make itself felt if you have heftier thighs. It's not uncomfortable, but several testers commented on how tight it is. On the flip side, this helps it stay in place too. The separate insert pocket does provide for a little extra mobility and freedom of movement around the knee joint, and the very soft and flexible nature of the Koroyd insert is great for comfort as well. All in all, it's a guard that you'll soon forget you're wearing until it is called on to perform its primary function. In terms of impact management, our non-scientific testing, consisting of a few minor get-offs here and there, shows that the Koroyd insert does its job, taking the sting out of direct impacts and protecting you from scuffs and cuts. The use of Cordura on the front of the insert pocket adds some peace of mind here and will also help greatly with longevity. We've had 1 pair of these guards running all summer, and it has been able to ward off some minor slide-outs without any issues. That Fox guard is CE Level 1 certified, while a couple of the others are certified to Level 2. That means that their inserts can absorb more impact energy while transmitting less of it to the wearer. In that sense, the next level up from the Fox guard is the new DHaRCO Gravity Knee Pad. Here's a closer look at this one. Australian apparel specialist DHaRCO is completely new to the protection game, having launched their first ever range just a few months ago. They've partnered with Rheon for the inserts, which they've used for both their body armor range as well as the knee and elbow protectors. We're focusing on the Gravity Knee Pad for this review, but we've also tested the lighter trail version, which shares the same underlying design but uses a lighter weight insert and does without the auxiliary inserts on the side of the knee. We tested the size L, which was a good fit for all our testers. The sleeve of the Gravity Guard is made from the usual nylon polyester mix and is said to have anti-odor properties. Subjectively, it feels a tiny little bit heavier duty than the Fox Enduro Pro reviewed in the previous segment. The front panel is made from a sturdier fabric than the rest of the sleeve, and it also features laser-cut ventilation holes in 2 areas. The Rheon insert is slightly larger than the Koroyd insert of the Fox Guard and smaller than the ReZero insert of the Ion Guard that we'll discuss in the next segment. The Gravity Knee also gets 4 auxiliary inserts placed on either side of the knee joint for extra protection from lateral impact. There's a wide elastic band equipped with silicone grippers inside the top hem. The silicone chosen by DHaRCO is very comfortable, providing good grip without unnecessarily tugging on your leg hairs. On the trail, the Gravity Guard quickly won us over with very high levels of comfort. The pre-cut shape works great on the bike, and the fabrics are all soft to the touch on the inside. There are no notable hotspots or pressure points anywhere, and the guard does a good job of staying in place regardless of what you get up to in action. The extra side inserts provide a little extra insurance against lateral impacts and scuffing, while also contributing to the overall stability of the fit. Subjectively, this DHaRCO guard feels a step above the Fox in terms of robustness, not as much as a full-blown downhill guard, but still. Despite the extra inserts, the Gravity Guard is easy to wear all day, and we noted no discomfort whatsoever when it came time to pedal with it. Yes, you can go even lighter with the trail version from DHaRCO, but we hardly see any reason to do so, as the Gravity version offers the extra peace of mind of CE Level 2 protection without any obvious drawbacks in terms of breathability or comfort. Well done, DHaRCO! There was a time when pretty much all of these types of inserts were made by D3O, but there are many more players in this field now. So far today we've seen Koroyd in the Fox Guards and Rheon in the DHaRCOs, but how about one more option? Ion has developed a biodegradable version called ReZero, and it's at the heart of their new Arcon LT Guard. At first glance, ReZero is a viscoelastic pad like so many others, but with a twist. This one is biodegradable, said to dissolve in a landfill over a matter of a few years. Ion has also made it about 15% bigger than many other CE-certified inserts, including the two previous ones presented here today, which translates to extra medial and lateral protection of the tibia head. It wraps around the knee on either side, reducing the need for any auxiliary pads to be sewn into the sleeve in this area. The sleeve itself is made of a mix of recycled nylon and 4-way stretch cordura. The main insert extends quite far down the shin, and there's an auxiliary element on top of the knee for a little extra protection in this area. Silicone grippers have been added to both hems, and there's an extra elastic strap behind the calf for even better retention. The top hem extends quite far up the leg, which also helps the guard hold on when things get agitated. As with the DHaRCO guard reviewed in the previous segment, the silicone chosen by Ion is of the more comfortable kind, grippy but not grabby. The overall impression of the Arcon LT compared to the others is slightly more robust. The Arcon LT runs true to size, if a little on the small side. We tested the size L, which was a good fit for all our testers. The Arcon provides a tight and secure fit without any notable hotspots or other discomfort. The only thing we'd point out here is that you can feel the lower part of the main pad against your shin. This is due to the pad extending further down on the shin, and also due to the pad material itself being a bit stiffer than the others tested here. As for breathability, we'd classify it as good, but not great. The Arcon feels marginally more stuffy than the two previous guards in this test, despite being equipped with laser-cut holes on the side of the front panel. On the trail, we were impressed by just how well these guards stay in place. The preformed shape works great on the bike, and the Arcons really do a good job of remaining where you place them. They are easy to pedal in, remarkably so for a guard with such a tight fit and with so much protection on offer. They don't really move around no matter what you get up to on the bike, and a couple of crashes while riding in these show that the main protective pad is trustworthy. Of course, as with the DHaRCO guard, the Level 2 certification comes with the promise that they will indeed do their job, even in more demanding crash scenarios. The fact that these may also be better for the environment is the cherry on the cake. For as comfortable as these guards are to pedal in, some riders still prefer to be able to take them off for the climbs. Leatt has recently introduced a new guard designed to enable just that. Let's see how it stacks up. The 5.0 Evo Fastfit guard is designed around the main protective insert made with Leatt's 3DF impact foam. This viscoelastic material is available in both CE Level 1 and 2 versions. For this guard, Leatt went with the lighter weight Level 1 option. The main insert is surrounded on all sides by auxiliary inserts to help protect against scuffs and impacts in these areas, including 2 to each side, as well as 1 up top and 1 on the shin. The body is constructed from perforated neoprene, which adds a degree of protection over the lighter nylon sleeves seen on the 3 previous guards in this test. The guard is held in place by 2 wide straps equipped with hook and loop fasteners, which makes them super easy to put on or remove without having to take off your shoes. There's a wide and quite sticky silicone gripper up inside the top hem for extra retention. On the trail, the pre-curved shape of the 3DF insert does a good job of staying in place, even though we always feel as if the sides can run a bit loose on these types of removable guards. The overall level of comfort is high, with soft materials and a shape that works well on the bike. The one thing we'd point out is that the wide strap design does create a couple of extra edges around the back of the knee joint, which can make themselves felt after a few hours in action. Of course, if you're running these guards, you're probably taking them off for the climbs, so this is less of an issue than with guards designed to stay on the whole day. In terms of protection, we really appreciate how the main insert wraps around the knee joint, and the generous addition of auxiliary inserts also provides extra peace of mind. The fabrics are very sturdy, and the general level of workmanship seems high, so you're likely to get a few good seasons of riding out of these, even if you do take the occasional dirt nap. Okay then, that's the end of the show. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to tune in. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and until next time, happy trails!